So, one peaceful October morning, I was doing my usual, mowing the lawn around the campground pool, pretending each blade of grass was one of the guests, and listening to a little Nietzsche Wasn't Red, my favorite band. Just pretending it was going to be a perfect day. No day ever is, but I was right at that moment where I was still stupid and groggy enough to believe in miracles. That's when fire began to rain from the sky. Wicked. That was my first thought. I mean, fire from the sky is pretty damn cool, even if it is going to torch everything and everyone you love. And super big bonus, I had jack shit in both of those departments. Unless you count my collection of anime films, shows, and memorabilia. Honest to God, my first reaction was to get excited. I was amped up, full of coffee, plus a hard dose of Nietzsche Wasn't Red rolling on repeat in my brain. Burn! Burn! It was the sort of sick shit that made me mosh like mad at a concert, and here it was coming out to visit me at the worst damn place on earth. Sweet. It was exciting, seeing all this crazy shit. Everyone else was just as excited, too. Bunch of rubbernecking dumb shits just like me, lining up to see the next bit of mindless entertainment. One dude in a mohawk was even doing devil horns, screaming up at the sky while playing air guitar with his other hand. Dude was awesome. Or drunk, couldn't tell. I wondered if maybe we'd be best friends after the apocalypse. Or if I was the guy whose skull he'd be drinking from when it was all over. It all really just looked like a meteor shower. Just meteor after meteor after meteor, all clustered together and coming way too closely on each other's tails. I actually started to think that it looked sloppy, somehow. Rushed. Not at all like the flying spaghetti monster rapture I had been secretly kind of hoping for most of my adult life. It got better when they got closer, though. There were thousands of fireballs raining from the sky, each at different size. And the closer they got, the more they changed in color. At some point, there was a full spectrum of shimmering energy fields and blazing trails ranging from red through violet with the occasional green or yellow. It was fascinating watching it all. A lot of colors I just didn't have a name for. It made for a tremendous spectacle. And I have to admit that nowadays, I'm surprised some alien go-getter didn't get ahead of the crowd and sell us tickets to watch. It was a mass landing event. See, BuyMort has this following, groupies of a sort. Desperate, dangerous, devious aliens that form a loose band while they follow the store's trajectory through space. The aliens were our first clue that something wild was happening. First contact hit us and was nothing like what we expected. But I must admit that the gift baskets were a nice surprise. All that night, I sat in front of the TV in my Airstream, cradling my shotgun and drinking cheap tequila from the bottle while I waited for aliens to invade my campground. I almost blew off my damn door when something clanked into it. I opened it up to find a cute little parachuted pod that said, "Welcome to the BuyMort family." Inside was a piece of candy, a cheap plastic flower, and an envelope. At least I think it was an envelope. It was envelope-shaped, but it had a mouth. A horrible mouth. A pair of fleshy lips embedded into the envelope that attached to vibrating vocal cords and a small inflating bladder. It rested on the counter, leaning forward to point its lips directly at me and shrieked, "Open me! I'm important!" over and over again. It would wiggle a small flesh tab at me and added, "Tear here! Tear here, please!"